Okay, hello, beautiful people. Psychic Debbie here. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thank you for joining me on this 2020 prediction. Thank you so much. I hope you beautiful people are having a great day and had a great year last year. 14 of my predictions of last year came true. Fantastic, right? I just blessed with spiritual information. So I have to say, for whatever, this is entertainment purpose only. So if it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, all right. Okay. So this 2020 is the number 4 year. So if you take the 202020, right, and you add 2 and 2, it is 4. Okay. So this is going to be the year of security. So either that you have to move or you're bringing security into you. This is going to be the year of security for you. Okay? It's the year of making a foundation. It is the year of great gain. It's take advantage of the gain. So this is a good year for seeding. So what I mean by that is seeding your purpose, your intentions. If you're going to do it, this is the year to do it. Okay? Also, let's see what Spirit said. Store your gains. I'm not saying to don't overextend your money. So spend it wisely. But like I said, I would do seeding of your money, seeding of your foundation. If you're going to want to get married, this is a good year to get married. This is a good year to connect with somebody. This is a good year of rising in your position at work. This is a good year of anything to do with security. So feeling secure in your body, feeling secure in a relationship, feeling secure at your work or environment where you are. So if you're not feeling secure in your home, then move. If you're not feeling secure in your car, get a new one. Do you know what I mean? And that's up to you. I'm not telling you what to do, but this is the year of security and great seeding elements. It's seeding your starting a business, seeding your love life, seeding your health. This is a good year for that. Okay, so 4 is security and foundation, and that you're going to be thankful that you did this down into 2025. If you're doing investments or coins or whatever, you'll come out really good then. Okay, so 2020 prediction. So the next part I'm going to do is the weather. Okay, so the Northwest, it's like Washington and Oregon area. Okay, so I see that they will have below rainfall. Okay, there will be great rain in January, February of this month of the year 2020, but then there will be lower rainfall and it will be warmer. It will be a warmer fall than normal. I'm worried about that because of fires. So the extension of the rain not being enough there. After January, February, or March, I feel like there will be storms there, but the rain won't be enough and that it will be very dry there. Okay? So the upper Midwest, I still see massive storms, snow and sleet, ice storms coming. This January and February, lots of rain, lots of snow. In April and May, there's going to be a lot of rain. Watch out for flooding. So because of all the snow that you guys have gotten and will be getting January, February, because I feel like the sleeting and the snow and the ice rain, then there will be a lot of flooding. So I'm watching out for flooding. This summer for the Midwest is going to be very humid, massive storms, massive tornadoes. You're going to have to watch out for massive tornadoes. I feel like it's going to be Iowa, Missouri, Kansas. It's going to be, and I get it. People are going to go, Debbie, they always get tornadoes, but I feel like it's going to be more of them and it's going to be stronger. And they're showing me gales of wind. And I get that that's a tornado, but it's not. I just feel like it's just sleeting rain and tornadoes, and it's just very, very stormy. I feel like it's going to be a combination of different weather elements that are going to be together. So this summer, I get it that Minnesota and the Midwest or whatever is very humid, but I'm seeing it be a lot more because of all these storms that are coming up. Okay. So The Northeast, they want me to talk about New York, and I don't know why, but they pinpointed out New York is going to get a lot of snow and a lot of sleet and rain. Watch out for ice storms, and that's probably what they're talking about. So then down the road, then it's going to be warmer temperatures than normal. So okay, so the Northeast, snow, a lot of snow again, ice storms, snow going into spring, not an ease spring, not an ease spring. It feels like a storm is coming, and then it happens, and then it feels like it's going to warm, and then you're like, oh, spring is coming, and then a storm comes again. It's going to be one of those kind of springtime kind of things. It's going to be a longer summer, a warmer fall into the winter. So it's going to be kind of like shifted over, like everything's shifted over, so that the spring, that the snow and the sleet and everything goes into the spring more, but then the warmer weather goes into the fall. Okay, so warmer temperatures again in the Northeast, and watching out for flooding there again, and also, believe it or not, some fires up there. Some fires up there. Okay, so the Southeast, a lot more rain, warmer spring this year, worrying about fires again on that in the northern part, for they will not get that much rain. But in the south, we'll receive more rain because of massive hurricanes and storms coming through. So the northern part, so like North Carolina, that kind of area, will not get as much rain. But the south will, like Georgia and Florida, because of massive storms that are coming through. So, so there'll be, it's going to be really weird. It's going to be like a wall of where this is droughts, and these people are like, hey, let us give you some of our rain, because there's going to be those massive storms, excuse me. Okay, the lower Midwest, Texas, around that area, I'm seeing cooler temperatures. I see snowstorms like Texas, Oklahoma in January, mid-January. I see it's pleasant, and then boom, it's snow again. It's going to be kind of like the Minnesota thing that I was saying, and then it's pleasant, and then it's storming again. There's going to be massive storms at the lower part of Texas, that is by Mexico, probably because of hurricane, and I'll talk about that a little bit down the road on this video, but there will be massive storms there. I don't see as much flooding as they've been having, like in Houston, like the last 2 years that I predicted and it came true. I don't see that happening. I'm seeing the upper part of like Oklahoma, Colorado, those places are going to get a lot of snow and a lot of rain. And again, Oklahoma, northern part of Texas, going up, they're going to have lots of tornadoes, because of this cold, and then all of a sudden heat, cold and heat. So I'm hoping, let's pray that we don't get those massive tornadoes that we've received a couple years ago. Okay. Because I'm seeing that happening, and I hope I'm wrong, but I'm seeing that happening. Okay, so the Southwest is going to be cool winters, which we've been having. The north part, like of like California, a bottom part of Oregon, Nevada, is not going to get enough rain again. I get it that we're getting a lot of rain now and a lot of snow, but we're not getting enough rain because I'm worried about the fires again, and I'll talk about that too. Arizona, Southern California, watching out for washes again. A lot of rain, much damage, watching out for the people. That I'm seeing for like Arizona. I'm seeing a lot of rain in Arizona, and I'm seeing a lot of flooding in those washes, and I'm seeing a lot of people getting washed out and thinking that they're safe, but they're not. They're not. So I'm seeing Arizona, parts of New Mexico getting a lot of rain. So, that's for the weather. Okay, so fires again. Fires. Don't we just love them? No. Okay, again, sorry to say, I still see some more fires in Northern California. It may even go into the Oregon area. I see why, because of the power, the PGE, the electric company, still is not fixing everything. And I get it that they're turning the powers off, but it's not enough. It's going to be because equipment is really old. So it's either through the electric company or because of some kind of equipment there that is going to start a fire again. And I'm seeing massive fires again in Northern California. parts of Oregon. I'm seeing fires up in Canada, the Alberta, Saskatchewan, I hope I'm saying that right, area above the states. Fires again in Australia. Not as bad as it is now, but I do see some fires in Australia. Okay, and in Australia, there's going to be massive flooding again. There's going to be the washes going out there, small slides. I'm seeing things being destroyed in Australia. Sorry, Australia, but I'm seeing that. I'm also seeing flooding in India. So it's either from a tsunami or is just from rain or from a massive storm in India. Okay, earthquakes. There's going to be a lot of them. And I don't know if you're following me on Facebook, it's like Debbie Griggs or Debbie Griggs. I was talking about, I was feeling really sick and I knew around Christmas I was not feeling good and we had 9 earthquakes. I was like, thank God it wasn't a huge one. So I feel them very, very well. So, okay, there's going to be more in New Zealand, off the coast, off the South Island. So there will be the South Island and it will be off the coast. I see earthquakes off the coast of Oregon again and around the Columbia Gorge. And I predicted that last year and it happened again. I see earthquakes Washington and the Canadian border. Washington in Canada, where it's connected to there, it's either going to be in the ocean or it's going to be inland, but not way inland. It's going to be along the coastline. And I feel like those earthquakes are coming. And I feel like, I don't know if this is the year that we're going to have the massive earthquake, but they keep on showing me this. So every year I talk about them. I talk about these earthquakes and thank goodness that they're not as bad as what they keep on showing me. So I don't know if they're just trying to get us ready for a big one to happen. But I'm hoping it's not this year. But I do see a lot of earthquakes in the Washington, Canada border. I also see a lot in the Oregon, the Columbia Gorge area. And I'm seeing water, again, splashing up against the coastline. So I don't know if it's because of it's a tsunami or of a storm or because of earthquake off of the coast. But I do see the water going up in there. Okay, I do see an earthquake, which I wrote these predictions and Spirit told me these predictions like a couple weeks ago. We just had an earthquake in this area that I'm talking about, but they said to say it again because I think we're going to have another earthquake there. It will be in Alaska. It will be in the McCarthy area, a Yukon area, and the Gulf of Alaska. So the Gulf of Alaska is going to have a major earthquake there. McCarthy area and the Yukon area will have another. They're telling me probably 3 more in that area. Okay. So there's also showing me an earthquake in San Francisco between the Pacifica and Half Moon Bay area. They're showing me Berkeley to San Jose, Fremont, Livermore. I'm not exactly sure because I'm not from there. So if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry. But they're showing me the San Francisco area, again, is going to get numerous. Is it going to be as big as, what was it, 89 or whatever year that was? No, I don't see it as that. But I do see some shaking going on, okay? So it's between Pacifica, Half Moon Bay, and then Berkeley to San Jose, Fremont, and Livermore. I think that's what it's called. It's around that area. Okay. I'm also seeing Tennessee. I think there's a fault there that's called Madrid. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I keep on seeing Tennessee around that area being a little shooken up there. So maybe it's all from that beautiful music that comes from out of there, right? Okay. And also in the LA area, but I'm seeing it more east again. I keep on seeing it more east. And I said that last year. We had a couple little shakes, but nothing as big as what I'm seeing. So I keep on seeing the desert area. Keep on having earthquakes. I saw it last year. I'm going to see it this year. I feel like it's more Riverside, Palm Springs, east of LA, where I get it that there's people there, but it's not as many. And I don't feel like it is affecting downtown LA or anything like that. I hope I'm wrong, but that's what they're showing me. Okay, so hurricanes. Here we go again. Okay, so with hurricanes, this is what they showed me. Um, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if it's a hurricane or if it's massive tornadoes or I don't know what it is, but they're showing me in Florida um, a massive hurricane going through Florida. Okay, so like I wrote on here, I hope I'm wrong, but Spirit showed me many bald spots in Florida, midsection. Don't know if it's a massive wind, tornado, or hurricane. The hurricane would go through Port Lucie, I think. Port Lucie, is that, I hope that's right, through Tampa, St. Petersburg, excuse my language, sorry. So Port Lucie through Tampa, St. Petersburg. So like if this is Florida, it would go, oh, if this is Florida, it would go right in the midsection. They're showing me right in the midsection. And they're showing me it being very, very, very powerful. I predicted the hurricane from last year, and I swear, I think with everybody praying it, it turned, but it showed me exactly the same pattern as this one, and this one being really strong. It could be the 5 hurricane, and where there could be a lot of destruction. Okay, I hope again I'm wrong, but that's what they're showing me. They showed it to me like bombing, almost like bombing, circular. I'm not saying it's getting bombed. I'm just saying that's what the way they showed it to me. Like if this is Florida and there was like, spots, massive spots, and that's why I was wondering if it was tornadoes or if it's just a massive hurricane going through. So remember, I do these predictions through pictures. Okay, so they show it to me in pictures and videos, and that's what the way they showed it to me. If we were in a war, I'd say we'd be getting bombed because it was just like. But I get it where where you have tornadoes and it can jump and it skips. So I don't know if that's what's going on or whatever. Okay. All right. Some other kind of news. Okay. So this Spirit told me that there's, I don't know if it's going on now, but there's like a flesh-eating bacteria that's going to be in the Gulf. It's going to get really, really bad. And that people are going to protest against it, argue to the point that the state or the country will have to start cleaning it up, and that they're going to find some kind of cure. Are they going to do all of that this year? No, but I feel like it's going to be the beginning of that process where this element, this bacteria, whatever it is in the Gulf. And I feel like it's more around it's around the Texas, New Orleans kind of area. I feel like people are going to, sorry to say, and I hope this is not right, but this is what they're showing me. People are going to be dying from it, and people are going to be and it's going to affect tourism, and it's going to affect people going there. So then everybody's going to be kind of in uproar and say, you need to fix this because this is affecting not just the people that are dying, but it's affecting our economy, and it's affecting the tourism, and it's affecting the towns. Okay. So, I feel like that will start this year. That will start this year, where people are going to be protesting about it. Another wonderful news is, like I predicted last year about the orca whale, that they were going to find a new species of whale, and they did. So fantastic, Spirit. Thank you for that. Now I feel like there will be a bird that they think is extinct, but will be found. It looks like a crimson-crested woodpecker. I feel like it's white. It's a white bird. Again, I feel like it's around the New Orleans, the Gulf area. It's either, I keep on seeing it that it loves the swampland of around like New Orleans, some parts of Florida, or even down in Mexico. And they keep on showing me in that space where people are like, oh, this bird's not existing anymore, or it's a new species. And I feel like it's white, and I feel like its wings are kind of spread out like how my hand is. Kind of like the ends of a eagle wings. It's got some kind of unique wings to it. And I hope that happens. That would be kind of cool, right? So that we're bringing a new species in. Okay. And the next thing is economy. Okay. So I feel like this spring, which I'm going to have to say months, because if you're in Australia or if you're in New Zealand, you're going to go, is that your spring or is that my spring? Right? So I feel this, let's see what they're showing me here. This March, April, I feel like the stocks will go up. Again, this is your choice. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. I feel like the stocks will go up and the Bitcoins will go up. Certain Bitcoins will go up. I feel after the China trade war thing, there's certain Bitcoins that will definitely go up. I think it will be resolved again around March, April, May, springtime. Or our springtime is probably your fall, in the beginning of our summer. Okay. I also feel like after the impeachment, all that garbage kind of getting, well, I'm not saying it's garbage, but you know what I'm talking about. When all that stuff goes, then I'm seeing the economy going up again too. For 2020, I feel like it's going to bring security in. Again, I feel like it's a seeding year. It's a year to plant seeds, to invest or whatever, and make sure that you keep the gains, because in 2021, I'm seeing it, then I'm seeing a massive fall. Okay. I also see our August, that I see it going up again in August before the massive hurricanes. Okay. The hurricane that I'm seeing that goes through Florida, and then I'm also seeing that goes through Texas. I didn't mention that one. I'm seeing another one that goes through the Gulf and hits Texas and the border of Texas and Mexico, and that it could go in that way and go up. I feel that the economy will go way up right before the storms. And I know it sounds really weird, but then it's like after the storms, because it could be so bad. It could be like a Katrina, and I'm hoping I'm wrong. But if it does fall through then the economy is going to go down again. Okay. So I feel like in Venezuela, in South America, there's going to be the fighting of the oil trade again. I'm sorry for the people there. The economy, it's going to be affected massive down there. There's going to be the wars, the fighting, the protesting of, and I think it's going to be because of oil trade. Okay. So the economy is going to be really, really bad down there. I'm also seeing a lot of protesting in the financial district in England. I'm seeing a lot of protesting for that. I don't know if I'm saying it right, the Brexit. Getting ready for 2021, because it's going to go down. It's going to go way down in 2021. I would focus on the European economy. Again, I feel like it's going to go down. It's going to be a lot of fighting toward of the people. I just see a lot of protesting again. I just see a lot of protesting. I just feel like the economy in Europe, especially England, I'm seeing it's going to affect Germany, and I feel like it's going to affect France, and that the economy is just going to be really washy-washy. For us in the States, it's going to be pretty strong. But then towards the end of 2020, again, before the hurricanes, don't ask me why they're showing it to me that way, but before the hurricanes, then I could see it going down. And then 2021, it's going to be a big muddle of stuff. Okay, so, and then I see it rising in 2022. Okay, so I also see protesting again in North Dakota and Montana and South Dakota. I'm seeing them protesting again because of the oil lines and the permits to go there. I feel like another company, they're going to either try to change their name, saying that they're not involved with the same ones that were trying to get the oil lines going in there before. I feel like there's going to be a lot more protesting again, and this is going to be because of permits and the oil line. Okay, and so parts of Montana are going to be part of that too. Okay, I feel like for the CBD oil, I feel like they're going to try to put a lot more laws out there, because they're trying to make it corporate. They not wanting the small guy to get in charge. So I don't know. I just feel like it's going to rise. And if you're buying in stock, again, your choice, if you're going to buy any stock in it, making sure it's pretty strong, because I think a lot of the laws are going to try to shake people up. And so that not every Tom, Dick, and Harry is into it, right? So they're trying to make it more corporate, I think. And so it could go really low, but I feel that if you're in the right stock space where you're feeling, listen to your insight, listen to your guts, then hold on to it because it's going to really rise. It's going to really rise. And I feel like that's going to rise in 2022 and 2023. So again, seeding. This is the year of seeding. It's choosing, picking and choosing. Don't sit there and pick all of them, but really pick the ones that resonate with you. And then I say, hold on. And I say, hold on. There's certain parts of 2020, like I said, that you will get profit from either the Bitcoins or from the economy or whatever. But then towards the end of the year, I could see you have to hold on. Okay. Next one is travel. Okay. So Europe, sorry again, is going to be threatened by tourists. And I predicted that last year. And London had, they stopped a bombing there, and they stopped a bombing in Paris. I'm seeing them still trying to do this on the trains and train stations or transits, any kind of thing that's on tracks. And they're going to do it until they succeed. They showed it to me kind of like, is it as bad as 9/11? No. But you know how 9/11, they did with the towers, they kept on going until they succeeded. And I feel like that the terrorists are going to try and go it until they succeed. I was just on the train like a week ago, and I heard Spirit go, you're going to have to show your ID. And I'm like, no, I don't. And they're going to go, down in the future, you're going to have to show your ID. It's going to be security like getting on an airplane. You're going to have to show your ID and your ticket before you even get on the train. It will be just kind of like getting on a plane again. So I was like, really? And they're saying yes. And that's going to be because of a European thing. I don't feel like it's in the States. I feel like it's because it will be happening in Europe. Okay, the next thing that I'm seeing is it might be a bombing on a plane. I feel like it's by Russia. They're going to say they mistaken it for a military plane being in an area they're not supposed to. Okay, so I just keep on seeing it as being on a border of something, and I feel like it's over there. I don't see it like, Australia or the States or anything like that, but I feel like that there will be a plane that will be shot down, and it will be because they're thinking it's military and it's in the wrong area. I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see. Okay, I also see military making a new plane or device is going to be presented to us. A new military plane, a new military process, new, like I said, a plane or some kind of thing for the military that's new and that's going to come out. And I feel like they've been working on it for many, many years, and that we're going to see little snippets of it this year. I don't know if they're going to go, ta-da, here it is, or we're going to hear of the process of them creating this new device or airplane. So I don't know if it's a true airplane, because I don't know if it's just a new device where they can see and they can bring the bombing with it, but then you don't have to have a person in it. So it might be a remote control kind of device. Okay. The next thing is air taxi. I know that's going to sound really weird, but I'm seeing air taxi happening like Uber, and I feel like this will be a new way of travel. This will be coming out this year. I feel like they will try it out in major cities, maybe like New York or LA or even Texas or Florida or something. I feel like, they make my ears itch, sorry. I feel like there's going to be this new travel, and it's going to be bigger than Uber. So again, something to be in stock in or connect to, because I feel like that's going to be the new way of traveling. Is it going to be, I feel like it will be an air taxi, like I said, more in a major city, not saying that they're going to take you from LA to San Francisco. Not quite yet, because that would be more the airplane, right? But I feel like it's another new device where you just kind of, it's like holds maybe 4 people at the most, and then takes you to a station. It's going to be kind of like the Jetsons. It's going to be kind of weird, but I'm seeing it happening, and I'm seeing that we love it. It's going to be very safe, and it's going to be the new wave. So I feel they will present that this year. I really feel like they're going to try it out this year. If not in the beginning, at least at the end of the year. And I know for sure by 2021 that you'll be like, oh, they're taking the Airbus or the Air Uber kind of thing. So that's kind of neat. I think that's kind of neat. So, okay, volcanoes. My prediction on the volcanoes in Italy and South America came true, and I'm seeing it again. Sorry to say. This is December 28th, and we just had the tsunami in the Philippines. Hard to say. I hope everybody's safe there. But I'm still seeing a lot of rumbling in the Philippines. I'm seeing either there's an eruption there or a massive earthquake again in the Philippines. And I'm sorry for the people because they're already dealing with this tsunami. I see explosion there. I just see massive explosion there. I see Italy again. I've seen Italy, a volcano eruption in Italy again. I'm also seeing South America by the Chile and Peru border. On the top part of Chile, the lower part of Peru. I'm seeing earthquake, not earthquake, well, it could be earthquake, but I'm seeing a volcano action there and being pretty powerful. It's going to be going on for a while. I'm also seeing Hawaii, our big island, and I get it that there's a volcano that's been erupting since the 80s, and I get that, but I feel that it's going to erupt even more, and it's going to take people for surprise, that people that have homes there, it's like, I just feel like it's just going to change its course and go to a place where it's been before, and where people think, oh, I'm safe, it flowed here, it spewed over here, and I feel like it's going to go again. And I'm seeing that we're going to have to rescue people. So it's either in that form, or people are, sorry, don't want to be rude here, but people are really dumb and they're going in it, and I'm seeing people having to be rescued. They keep on showing me people having to be rescued, otherwise they would die. So, so people that living out on the Big Island, watch out. Don't take advantage of it. Okay. Again, I'm seeing the low economy in Europe. Okay, next thing, the royals. Okay, so I feel that Prince Harry and Meghan will say they're pregnant again. They'll either say that they're going to have a baby in the fall, or they get pregnant in the fall and they have one in the spring again. So a pregnancy for her. I feel like the royals are going to have 3 pregnancies this year. 3 pregnancies. I'm also seeing a death. Sorry to say. I feel like it might be Prince Philip, but I do see that there will be a death in the royal family. I also heard that Queen Elizabeth, it was either 2019 or 2020, they said this was going to be her last Christmas letter to the people. So I don't see her saying that she was done in 2019, so maybe it's 2020 and then she gives reign to Charles. I don't know, but they were saying last letter from Queen Elizabeth. So is that saying that she's passing? I don't know. I mean, I feel like she's pretty strong right now. I don't see her aura changing, but I mean, it could change through the year. Right now, her aura is pretty strong. But Prince Philip, I'm seeing his as being very, very weak, and I could see a situation with him this spring and our spring, America spring, like, April, May, March, something like that. I could see him having issues then, and then really maybe depart in September. Okay. I don't know. I was debating if I wanted to talk about this because I'm not into politics. So bear with me. Please do not use my board as fighting with each other, because if you do, I'll delete you. Okay. So what I heard from Spirit, is that the Democrats have to be stronger. This is the American election, and that their strength is not strong enough right now. That's what I was hearing from Spirit. Can it get stronger? Yes. Has it gotten a little bit stronger? Yes. Because they were telling me 3-4 months ago it was like Republicans are going to win. But they're bringing in the strength. I feel like the Democrats, the leader will either be Joe Biden, but I feel like he might even bring a woman in to be a vice president. Because I feel like there's supposed to be a feminine vibration there. Okay. So there will be a very feminine vibration on the Democrat side. So it's either Joe Biden with a female vice president, or it's Elizabeth Warren. And if it's Elizabeth Warren, it will be because people are going to bring up scandal on Joe Biden. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be a lot of this on the talks of the Democrats. They're going to be really, it's not going to go smooth. It's going to be a lot of back and forth on that. Right now, sorry to say, well, I'm not sorry to say. I'm just, because I'm biased. I'm not either for one or the other, but I'm seeing right now, if we would have the election right now, then I see the Republicans winning, and I would see it as Donald Trump winning. But that's the vibration where it's going now. There's going to be a lot of things going on because of the economy, the way it's going to go at the end of the year, also before the election, and also these storms, and also these fire elements, and the universe is seeing how the Republicans, Trump is going to handle that, because I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a scandal on him too. Again, some more scandal on there. Also, but if it goes down the road and we can get some more power to the Democrats, then they would win. But right now, I'm not seeing that. Okay. All right. Another thing about the Amazon. So this is kind of good news to me. This is really good news about the Amazon. There will be a plant, a tree, or a flower that is going to be worth a lot of money. And it's going to be because the pharmaceutical companies are going to love it, because there's going to be cures from it. There's going to be a plant, and I don't think they found it yet. Or if they have, they haven't found the elements or the process of it or the modality of it, that where it's going to, that it can cure many things, and that it's going to be like gold. It's going to be worth a lot of things, and that's going to stop a lot of the fires, and that's going to stop a lot of the destruction of Amazon, because the only thing is the people fighting for the land. That will be part of a big, thing going on. But it will help with the climate change. It will help having everybody else looking at the Amazon in a different perspective. And the universe and the earth is going to save itself in that way, especially in the Amazon, because it's going to produce, if it's already produced this plant, tree, flower. I feel like it's a tree with a flower on it. That is, like I said, is going to be worth a lot of money, and it's going to be like gold, and people are going to, so that'll be another story. That's another YouTube story, but people going in there trying to find it, trying to get it, that kind of thing. So, but it's going to help stop a lot of the destruction that's going on over there. So, yay. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is movies and the Oscars. Okay, so the spirit is showing me now that Once Upon a in Hollywood, right? In Hollywood or something like that. I feel like it's going to get 3 wins. I feel like it will get Best Picture and Best Director. I feel like Joaquin Phoenix will get Best Actor. I feel like people are saying that Renee Zellweger is supposed to be getting for Best Actress, but I wouldn't be surprised if Charlize Theron comes up and gets it from there. So, and that's what I'm seeing for the Oscars. I feel that The Irishman, that they will get quite a few Oscars there too. The Irishman is going to be, focused on a lot. I think El Pacino might be getting an award. It's either through The Irishman, and he's in another movie. So I feel like he will get an award. The last thing is I have about Eve Plum, the one that's played Jan in the Brady Bunch. I feel like she's going to announce that she has an illness. So I don't know if it's that she has something that is prolonging, or some kind of other illness like cancer, or is it that she has dementia or Parkinson's or something like that. But I feel like there will be an illness that's coming up for her, and I hope I'm wrong on that, because we love you, Jan. But that's what Spirit was showing me, was like her becoming ill, and that will be a couple of years of her having some struggles. So I don't know if, like I said, if it's a cancer or if it's an ailment that she will have for the rest of her life. And I hope not. So that is my predictions for 2020. It's a kind of a little bit shorter this year. I want to give you blessings and smiles. If you want to get a reading from me, go to psychicdebbie.com. Like I said, 14 of my predictions of last year came true. The year before, 18 of my predictions came true. So if you, like I said, if you want a reading, psychicdebbie.com. I have YouTube, as you know, every Tuesday night. It's live. Come and join us, subscribe and comment and share. And I hope you have a blessed, blessed, beautiful 2020 year, and put those seeds out and do that planting and get that security and foundation. Create that foundation. If you're going to do a business, start it. If you're going to buy that home, buy it. If you're going to do something with your career, do it. If you want to do it with your health, this is the year to do it. Okay? Blessings and smiles. Bye-bye.